Hey there. So, if you've been following my story, we have had a jam-packed day, and as mom life goes, it doesn't ever stop, right? Like we're always like, "Oh, I'll do that. I'll get to that when life slows down. When my busy season's over, I'll do that." That's a joke because it never stops. It never stops, and it's not bad. It just is never going to stop. So if you keep telling yourself that you'll do this when life slows down, you're never going to do this. I promise. Pretty much. Like, it doesn't slow down. It changes, but it doesn't slow down. I used to think that, people who were my age now, when I was in my 20s, they're like, it goes so fast, enjoy it. It'll be gone before you know it. And I used to think like that was a lot of, you know what? It's really true. Nothing is truer than the days are long and the years are short. And that's super, super true. So in the season that nothing slows down, we are going to make tonight chicken noodle soup because my bud is sick and unfortunately has been hit with, I think, the flu bug or strep. Not really sure, but Dad is getting him and hopefully getting that taken care of. So I'm going to make him some soup to help him over the next couple days. And since it's already 5 o'clock, I don't have a lot of time to do that. So thanks to my awesome mother-in-law, she bought me an incredible gift this year for Christmas in the Instapot. And I didn't really understand what the Instapot was. I'm kind of slow on the game. And sometimes fatty things like that. Everyone's like, oh, I got this and I got that and you should do this. And I'm like, I don't know, we'll wait and see. Like, I just don't always do that. This is something you should do. I've had an air fryer. Those are great. I use this all the time. We've used this every single day this week for dinner, and it's perfect if you are busy parents who just run from school to basketball and dance, and I mean that's our life, and then having your own stuff, like 20 minutes and your dinner is done. So I'm gonna do this chicken noodle soup. Super healthy, nutritious, easy, probably things that you have at home. And if not, you could pick everything up for less than $10 and feed a family of 4 plus some leftovers. So we're going to start with your pot. But I have chopped up about 4 stalks of celery, and then 3 large organic carrots. And oftentimes you can't tell the difference in organic, whether it's, organic or not, in flavor. Carrots, I feel like, is one of those things you absolutely can tell the difference. So I do love organic carrots. I know they're a little bit more, but in the long run, you'll be so happy because they taste better. And I feel like sometimes organic stuff stays fresher longer. So anyways, that's my take on that. So this is all going into my pot. It all goes in there all at one time. Now, you could saute them in the pan to take some of the crispness out of it, but sometimes our family likes our carrots to have a little crunch to them because they don't like mushy carrots. So if you're not a mushy person, you probably want to do it like this. So into the pot they go. And then I've also done in my little chopper, I've already done the chopping of my onions. So I took about half to a fourth of an onion in there, and I didn't put a lot in it. You could put more if you want, or less, because the kids are going to be eating them, and they're just nice chopped up finely. And they'll cook so much in this pressure cooker, or even if you want to do this in the crock pot. If you don't have an Instapot, you could absolutely do this in a crock pot. So, and that's the way I used to do it. It just takes a lot longer. This is so much faster. So, and then garlic, I already buy it pre-chopped. Number 1, that my fingers don't stink. Number 2, it's done for me. It's so much easier, and I just pull it out, and you're like, that's the biggest thing of garlic. I know, I love Costco. So about a teaspoon or two, whatever, however you like that. I like a lot of flavor. So one thing with your herbs like garlic, pepper, cinnamon, rosemary, basil, you can add so much flavor without adding a bunch of calories to it by just adding seasoning to your recipes. And cinnamon is also supposed to help with your metabolism, so how about that? So I'm just gonna do a couple turns of fresh black pepper in there, and then pink Himalayan salt. So let's talk salt. Salt is a little, there's different kinds of salt. You could do sea salt, pink Himalayan, which is my favorite, and then the traditional, you know, the girl with the umbrella, she's the iodized one. She's the table salt. You don't want her. She's cute, but you don't want her in your kitchen. Take her out. You want pink salt. It's pretty. Because your body uses it. It's a mineral, and so you're not going to store water. You're not going to have excess water because of the salt. You're going to have a lot of flavor without the water retention. So go ahead and do a couple turns of that into your chicken noodle soup. And then I have a thing here of bone broth. You could use your own broth. You could also use chicken stock. Would be good too. Look on the chicken stock and see if you can get low sodium. It's also going to reduce the amount of sodium. This only has 95 milligrams of sodium, which is pretty low when you're buying pre-packaged things. 95 is not very much. The total fat on it is 0.5, but the protein is 9. That's huge. So when my little dude doesn't feel good, I need to get some good protein in him. When you don't want to eat, this is an excellent source of protein with not a lot of fat, not a lot of sodium, but a lot of health benefits. So the bone broth just goes right in there. I'm going to use the whole thing, and I'll probably even add some water. Okay. So I put salt, pepper, celery, carrots, garlic. Now our broth, you could even do 2 if you want to do a really big pot. If you are making a huge pot for your family, you could do that. And then this is the mind-blowing thing. I have frozen chicken breasts. Now I did set them in the sink just to get the plastic to not stick to the chicken breast. But these are organic chicken breasts, boneless, skinless, from Costco. They're frozen, and they are going to go right into the pot. You could do this in your crock pot, but again, it's going to take, I don't know, 5 hours or so for it to fully cook and get to temperature. But in my Instapot, it's going to be less. To disinfect that counter. Okay, and then I'm just going to put the lid on, and you just seal it, and then select soup. I get soup or stew, and then let it come to temperature, and it's going to cook up. Now the noodles I am going to do separately because I haven't figured out how to do that yet, and I don't want them congealed in there. So, but that's it. And if he doesn't want noodles, he doesn't have to have noodles, or if I don't want to have noodles. And sometimes when you're 5, for Miss Cora, you just want all noodles. So while I say, you know, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit, I do tend to make our dinners so that everybody kind of gets what they want, but I don't have to do 4 different dinners. I can just separate certain items, you know what I'm saying? So I hope this helps and that you enjoy this, and I hope that you have not been hit by the flu bug or strep or whatever this horrible crud is. And try it out. Let me know. Super easy. Monday, I'm starting a new free meal planning and workout. So if you want to be a part of that, it's not too late. Just send me a message. And there's super simple recipes like this that are kid family approved. So check it out. And I hope you all have a wonderful Saturday.